Capricorn, this is about a new love relationship that you have coming to you. You're thinking about them and they're thinking about you. I already know that they're in love with you, and I already know that you're in love with them. But then there's this thing called life. There's this thing called real life. Okay, so it's not a situation where they can just jump right into this relationship, okay? They're dealing with, I'm not sure if you know this, but they're dealing with a lot of heartbreak right now. And a destabilization of their entire life. So to leave this person who they're with, and yeah, they were with someone and there was a commitment there, whether you knew it or not, if this is new information, I'm sorry, but it shouldn't be. It's a situation where it was an arranged marriage, or they were very young, or it was like in my case where I was, debilitated and sick and I needed insurance and it was the only option I saw in front of me, But there is a situation where they're trying to get out of it legally. And whoever they're with is fighting that. So it's like them trying to serve someone divorce papers for like 3 years or something is what I'm saying. Or 3 months. And they're going in circles with trying to get this person to be on the same page with them about the breakup. But whoever their person is, they're doing some pretty underhanded things. And whoever your new love is, they don't want you to know about it because they don't want you to have to worry about it. Like, it's so beneath you. They see you as their queen or their king. Like, if you're a lady and you're thinking about a guy, he thinks of you as his queen. And he doesn't want this other person to taint what he sees as his forever person. Let me pull a card on whoever they're dealing with, because I see the Tower and the Justice here as he will get his divorce, but it's going to be slow going. So if there's any reason that you're coming up in your imagination for why it hasn't happened yet, and it has something to do with you, or you're not this or you're not that, it has nothing to do with any of it. This song right now. Step back, silly girl. It's so cute. I'll put a link to it. But the song is, she says, hey, step back, silly girl. He's sick and tired every day with you. Like, you live in a fantasy, she's saying right now. You live in a dream. You live in your fantasy and your dreams that he even loves you. Like, he I think the song got criticized for being a little tone deaf in today's society where we don't fight over boys anymore, right? Right, ladies? Right? Like, we don't do that anymore, except we totally do that, and it happens all the time. And in this case, you don't have to. Like, he's sick and tired every day. He's done been sick, he's done been tired, he already knows. It's the legality of it all. It's the legality. So he can only do so much before he... Oh, and then this song comes up. I see you looking at my PIC. So he's thinking about you. He's looking at you. He's checking out. He's getting as much of you as he can from like a great distance, or from this tower that this person has kept him or her in. There is a earthquake coming in. So this person, whoever is trying to keep them contained, is about to get slapped. They're about to get a smack from the gods themselves. Because that is delusional for them to think that they can keep them. They're already in love with you. It's too late. It's too late. Okay, so now that we know that, the time limit, let me see. There's no time limit on their love. So if you think that they're going to have forgotten about you by the time this all goes through, no. You are their focus. You are their main focus. Like, they don't see anybody else. They don't see anybody else but you. Okay, so just know that if we're talking about the Knight of Pentacles as a time period, it's Aries and Taurus, between Aries and Taurus. So between Aries and Taurus season, we're talking about like, April, May. Like late April, early May, that sort of thing might be when he actually gets that judgment and he's free. Or she's free. Okay? So let's talk about these people here. I pulled some cards for the couple. We're going to talk about what you're worried about, what you're afraid of, what not to worry about, what not to be afraid of. Because right in the middle here, between your hopes, between your fears, what you have in common is the Four of Wands. Look at that. In my little deck, it's a celebration. So it could be birthday cake candles. It could be wedding tiki torches for the wedding ceremony or the celebration, the party. This is joy for both of you. This is balance. It's like a sleepover every night for you guys when you get together. So it's going to, since you have to wait that long, since you have to kind of wait as a timeline for when they might be totally free, it's reminding you, don't get wrapped up in fears. Okay, because you both want the same thing. This could be marriage, like you both want. It might not be the stage where you are like buying the house and naming your children, but you come together and you have fun and you enjoy each other's energy. So one of these people Okay, so in a past life, this first person was a teacher. So past life cards here, the challenges may be selfish at times, but they learn to overcome that. They learn to overcome self-pity and codependence. And they learned to be a natural teacher, a natural leader. They know how to be flexible. They know how to roll with the punches. And be, an improv comedian when it comes to having a good sense of humor about the blows that life gives. In this life, we have native tribe. So they're evil. They're either very, averse to evil. Meaning what is natural is the way they live. They understand the laws of nature and they understand spiritual law and that there really is no separation. So in this life, the challenge, whether you're this one or the other one, would be a fear of natural catastrophes. Oh, which explains this. So their great, deep, dark fear I pulled from my deck here is the Tower. So that would, there might just literally be a fear of an earthquake or a volcano that comes and takes everything away. Fear of being rejected by those you love. This Tower could be a fear of rejection. So if it hasn't happened yet, you're going to go first to, they don't love me. That's not going to work. In my Tower, okay, and I'm not an artist, obviously, but what I was going to try to go for here was my Fool. He's the little clown. He's a formless, kind of shapeless, mindless, he's too stupid. And over on the other side is a fancy lady in a fancy dress. She's too smart. She's too sophisticated. So both of those could cause destruction here. So for this person, if this is you and you relate to this, you learn that your tribe provides emotional support and unconditional love. So even if this relationship doesn't get off the ground right away, you have family, you have friends, you still have those around you that you can have fun with, have a relationship with, until it's time to be in each other's actual energy. But I feel like you feel them strongly. You feel like, the song comes on, Real Velvet, Psycho. You might feel a little bit like a psycho because of the emotions, the up and the down. You don't know if you're being too stupid or too smart. Or that's them. For the state, we have Vermont. hate apples, Green Mountain. It's the only New England state that doesn't touch the sea. So you're really trying to stay away from feeling your feelings, because what if they don't love you back? What if it's all for nothing? What if it's all built on your own delusions? But that's the fear. That's the fake evidence appearing real for this person. And that, they have to get over that themselves. What you have to watch out for as dealing with this person as a challenge is that they kind of have an eye for an eye mentality without thinking about it. If they feel hurt, they'll lash out immediately, maybe without thinking about it, but then feel guilty later. Okay. How to show them that you love them. Or where to take them on the first date or something. Oh, Hate Street. So it's almost like you might be able to... Something about the past. There's a nostalgia for the past, or you both like to dress from a certain period. Like I'm getting the people in SoCal who dress rockabilly. Like you see these cute little couples down in LA or whatever. They have like Pomona, and they are cute little matching rockabillys, and they have the hair and the shoes, and they look like they stepped out of like 1956, and they got the car. That's a clue. So you'll be able to bond on a mutual love of a time period, is what I'm getting there. Okay, this other person. In their past life, we have Innkeeper. So the challenges that they overcame were they refused to ask for help. They think they can do everything themselves. There might be a lingering bit of that in them as a clue. Lazy at times as well, and self-destructive habits. But they learned how to provide emotional support for others, and they always loved learning and gathering wisdom. So this has been an expansion. Every life that they have, they expand, and they become bigger and wiser and even more compassionate. Okay, so they learn to stop comparing their life to others and be unique. This life, and this is interesting, because let's compare this here in a sec. I pulled this and I started cracking up. Who they are in this life? Cowboy. Cowboy. But we got Alaska. Alaska there. Petroleum, highest point in North America. So maybe they like mountains more than the city or something. They love pets, animals. They can communicate with wildlife. They can communicate. They're like the horse whisperer, but for every animal. They have maybe even animals will just come follow them out in nature. And difficulty in moving on from the past. So I think this person could have possibly made a decision to move away from this person or situation years ago, and they just didn't. They always meant to, but they just didn't somehow. Unwilling to learn new skills and stubborn. So this person might be the Capricorn here. No. There's a tendency to be kind of caught up in the glamour of themselves and the adventure of their own life. The song Narcissistic came on there's a tendency maybe to be narcissistic, but it's because they're kind of beautiful and wonderful and talented and wild. They're untamable. They're untamable. They're wild and free. Maybe. It's okay to take the road less traveled. So this person might have come from a privileged background or something, and they had to learn to live off the land or to find a connection to it. Whereas this person, it might have come a little bit more natural. But look at this. Do you see this? One side and the other side there? Cowboys and Indians a little bit there. So this is an odd couple. This is an odd couple who's going to come together and, despite the odds, just fall in love, mesh well, balance each other out, and have a good old time. Their fears. 10 of Swords. They're afraid of their love relationship ruining their entire life like this past person did, or making a commitment that they can't get out of, that they feel trapped in. They're afraid of making the wrong decision. So they're going to take it slow, is what I see here. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not an artist, but this is, the inspiration coming from the sky and them realizing that they made the wrong decision, that they weren't listening to their intuition, or that they were thinking with their pants and not their head. But that has nothing to do with you, and that's something that they have to overcome themselves, false evidence appearing real. Or if that's you, that's you. What is this kind of a difficult thing to deal with them, or something that might be an adjustment, is a straight line puzzle. So they might not be completely straight. There's the straight and there's the gay and there's the middle ground, which is honestly where most people are. I'm an empath. I can see into people. I can feel them. And more people fall in the gray area than they want to admit. So this person might be kind of someone who was a boy and a girl in lots of past lives. So they might be attracted to one or the other, but whoever you are, whatever gender you are, that's who they want. They want you. Even if the line is not straight, even if the line is a little wavy. If the line's a little wavy, it still leads to you in their mind and their heart. Okay? And how to date them or woo them, what's a good idea for a first date or something like that? Mission murals, paint together, create together. If you don't have the supplies yourself, you could always make a date for one of those. In California, we do like a blunt and a painting. You go do an art class together, but it's not really a class. You just get together and smoke weed and paint with a bunch of people in a room, and they have everything there, and it's low stakes and it's super fun. Or if you're in a place where that's illegal, like wine and a painting, something like that. Or literally, if it's not that kind of relationship and it's more like you guys get together and go create some wall art in your city somewhere, which is totally illegal and you should never do that. But if you did, that would be fun to do together. Okay. Sex life. What to do, what not to do when you finally get together. This side and this side. What to know. Conceive. Oh. Be careful because... Well, if this is coming up, they might want you to know this. Okay. So it might be that you thought they were... or you thought they were gay. Okay, you thought they were gay or something. But it's okay, so they want you to know that maybe something happened that was a little bit there on that wavy scale, but that's not really what they want, and that's not really how they feel. It's almost like they were in a really bad time in their life when everything was fucked up and they thought they were going to die. Like they didn't care about their life. They didn't care about their future. They never thought they would find their true love. They thought that they had ruined their own heart or their own body or something. I have drugs and sodomy, so I'm going to say that maybe something happened either when they were unconscious or when they were not themselves or when they were not in their full power. And it might have had something to do with, a male-on-male relationship. Or if you're a girl, a same-sex relationship. But, if you're the guy, she wants you. She doesn't want that girl or whatever. It had more to do with drugs and partying than it had to do with love or sex or even, reciprocal feelings. It was just more of... one of those dark clubs where everyone's snorting cocaine and having orgies or something. But that's not who they are and that's not what they want. But if they could, share with you something that they want you to know but don't want you to know, they want you to know so you don't misunderstand maybe something that you saw or heard. Drinking, yeah. Drinking abnormal. So it's like if there was something that you saw or happened, or do you know what I mean? It's like it was abnormal for them. It had something to do with drinking. It didn't have anything to do with their heart, really. Even if they are a little wavy, they want you to know that. I don't know. Something about that. And what do you need to let them know for your sex life here? Oh. That's interesting. Like, maybe you have to share with them that you have had an abortion in the past, or that you had an abortion in a relationship in the past if you're the guy, and it's something that you'd be, like, you don't want them to know, but you want them to know. And they would be okay with talking about that. On both sides here, you guys are going to be okay and accepting and loving. Compassionate. So no worries there. It could be that there was that, and you have to let them know that. Diet. Maybe there was also some sort of a, not for everybody, but an eating disorder. Or if you were a model, you had to starve yourself and it caused problems for your fertility maybe. And that's something that you might want to share. Like, I don't know if I can conceive because of either something that went wrong in the past with reproductive issues, or an accident, or just nature. But they will be receptive and compassionate and honor you and love you for whoever you are. It's not what you can do for them, it's that they just love you. And I think that goes both ways. So when you finally do come together here, what's it gonna look like? How's it gonna feel? Okay, well, that explains that. The Sun and the King of Wands. So this will be empowering for the both of you. Or it's that you are, if you haven't met them yet, and you're like, what? Who are they? It's going to be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. For an astrology, as an archetype, they're going to be in this deck. He's the father. He's the good father. He's a leader as far as family goes. He loves children. He protects nature. He protects you. Or he's a Leo. Oh, yeah, hey, okay. So either they're a Leo, or this is just going to bring literal joy and power and confidence. So this is a successful, loving, happy relationship. So the sun is coming out for him for the first time in a long time. And the sun is coming out for her for the first time in a long time. They might not have even had hope that they could escape the situation, or they never had hope that they could fall in love and meet the one and have someone that accepts them for who they are and what they've been through. But here we go. Yeah, they can't stop you. And everyone's going to have an opinion about it. That's funny, this song just came on. I don't know if y'all can even hear my little mix back there. NMIX. NMIX is my favorite 4th generation K-pop girl group. I can't believe I would ever say that in my life, y'all. But this is a girl group from South Korea, you know, and they came out and they are fucking stunning and talented and everything, and they do the dancing live and they do the singing live, and everyone fucking hates them. I don't know why there's so many mean comments of they're copying this, they're copying that. Well, K-pop copies everything that isn't from Korea, so whatever, I don't care. But it's like they're the best group out there right now. Like the other 4th generational girl groups are like buying awards and stuff, and these girls are just gonna do it on their own. I fucking know it. Like they're gonna slay the whole world over, but everyone is rooting for them to fail. Like, that's how I feel. Everyone's rooting for them to fail. Everyone's rooting for this to fail. Maybe in your life and maybe in their life. And it doesn't matter. Nothing can stop it. It's just going to take a while to get there. Like, you're just... what's that? 2 of Pentacles. They're tired of juggling this life without you. And you're tired of juggling this life without them. And it's exciting, and it's actually making you excited to wake up in the morning. It's like I was saying, it's going to be a sleepover every night, and you're excited to wake up in the morning, and they give you confidence and you give them confidence, and the sun is out forever and ever. Like, you know, when you're in love and even a bad thing happens, like you get a flat tire on the highway, you know, on the 110 or something, and it's like, ha ha ha, you get out and everything's funny and fine, and you're just having a good old time, or you know, it's such a different world. It's like shaking up the snow globe, which is their heart and their mind. So give them some time. Give them some time to deal with this legality. So slow but steady wins the race. Take it slow. And know that it's going to make you feel powerful. All right. I love this for you guys. Capricorn, I'll see you for the next one. Bye-bye.